are back, and women's wrestling action about to unfold. Still can't get over everything that's happened tonight already, with Gall attacking Mosh Pit, with Jermaine Marbury scoring that upset victory over Brad Baylor. And now we have the returning Damian, who had a great showing against our WFA Women's Champion Luscious Latasha recently. She's going to have her hands full here with her opponent tonight, and we're looking very forward to seeing both women back in action. Yes, indeed, the anti-hero. And we've seen just those kind of actions, and look at the way she's taking it out on the audience here tonight, not making any friends. Damian has a big mouth, but let me tell you, she's got some big power to back it up. Absolutely leveled Luscious Latasha in her last outing. And she's going to be looking forward to putting on a lot more pain on her opponent. While I've got a second, I've got to talk about next week, because we have an official WWE ID matchup as our main event. Bryce Donovan goes one-on-one with the dime-piece Aaron Rourke, and we'll also see Ricky Smokes, the other half of Swipe Right with Brad Baylor, being challenged by superfan John Austin. Two excellent matchups. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it next week. The Bombshell Beauty Kayla Carroll, ever popular with our WFA faithful, with all of you online watching this career blossom into what it's become so quickly. It's very exciting to see her get back in the ring and see how she fares against the anti-hero Damian. This is going to be a great contest, a great measuring stick to see how far along Kayla Carroll has come. We've seen her recently in the 20-person over-the-top Yankee swap, going one-on-one with Miguel Rios. The intergender matches are few and far between here in the WFA, but Kayla brave and ready to challenge them all. As it looks like we're about to get underway, referee checking with both women, bell rings, and here we go. Damian already mocking the crowd, mocking her opponent, and Kayla is eating up her reaction she is getting. So it looks like both women about to lock up here, collar elbow tie-up, and Damian, the powerhouse, backing Kayla up into the corner, immediately imposing her will, as she will throughout this contest. And I mentioned that mouth earlier, we're already seeing it in effect here, trying to get in the head of the rookie Kayla Carroll. The woman locking up, collar elbow tie up again, but Damian again with her power, forcing Kayla into the corner and not giving her any room to breathe. Kayla now better come up with a different strategy now. She's now 0 for 2 in these exchanges, as Damian now getting in her face a little bit too much now with the aggression. No respect whatsoever, and Kayla with a little shove of her own, but it's going to take a lot more of that than that. As Damian now shoving her back, both women getting in each other's faces here, turning up the animosity. Kayla, look at that. Snapmare rolled through and kicked her right in the jaw, and a low drop kick sends Kayla in control early on, first pin, but all she's going to get is a 1 count. That is just not enough to put away the heavily decorated. Oh, head scissor takedown there. Kayla now found her opening, has to apply that speed, and now dropping with an X-Factor face plants maneuver. Kayla with the cover, but not enough again for Damian. Kayla's going to have to keep a quicker pace here if she's going to want to maintain control here. Damian having way too much breathing room in this exchange. She's going to be able to capitalize on little mistakes like that as Kayla continues to figure out this whole pro wrestling thing. Very well trained here at the Elite Pro Wrestling Training Center. We recommend you checking out an official WWE ID school. We'll be trained by the absolute very best here. As you see Kayla Carroll so early in her career, and she's eating those shots from Damian, but challenging the very best and brightest in the Northeast scene. And holding her own against opponents like that. And you're going to have to be trained by the very best if you want to take beatings from people like Damian on your way to becoming WFA Women's Champion. And that championship firmly on the mind of Damian. You got to believe after she came so close to defeating luscious Latasha on her first go of it. Now just needs to rack up a couple more victories, and she could very well be chasing that title once again. As she now again using her force, controlling Kayla, controlling this matchup, and controlling the pace. But Kayla getting a boot in there, but not enough to gain any sort of advantage whatsoever. Damian again back in control. Hoisting Kayla up now. Got her up on the shoulders. What is Damian looking for? Perhaps to knock out the lights of Kayla. Oh, electric chair right there. Sending Kayla to the mat. I'm not sure if she suffered whiplash there. Could be out of it. We got the cover. The count. Kayla somehow getting that right shoulder up in time to avoid defeat. And Damian is not happy about that one. Doesn't want to be embarrassed like we just saw Brad Baylor against the likes of Jermaine Marbury. Damian wants and needs the victory here. She's now bending the rules, imposing her mean streak on Kayla Carroll, who's desperately trying to collect herself, but Damian just not giving her any room and mocking her at the same time now, driving her throat into those steel cable ropes. Absolutely dictating the pace, having her way with Kayla Carroll. That Bombshell Beauty's got to start laying some bombs in if she wants to turn this thing around, because she is in a lot of trouble. And Damian is in no rush, punishing Kayla Carroll for daring to step in the ring with her. Got her now, center rope, draping her towards ring, and looks like we're going to get a DDT. That's got to be it. We got to cover, hooking both legs. Beautiful veteran tactic there. Damian hooking both legs to make sure she was nowhere near those ropes, but Kayla Carroll still somehow, some way, finding a way to shove Damian off her shoulders, get them up, and avoid the 3 count. Damian not happy, not one bit, but again, dictating this pace. But perhaps not for long, as Kayla found her opening there, caught a little breathing room, refocusing. But all it takes is one shot from Damian and the whole complexion changes. And now Damian, haymakers, drilling Kayla in the face there. Come on, referee, let's break that up. Damian with some stern warnings from the official. Now looking for a cover. Not enough though. Kayla with a lot of spunk, a lot of fire. But is it enough to mount any sort of comeback whatsoever against this powerful anti-hero, Damian? Sent to the outside. Damian controlling this ring. Kayla back up on the apron, but Damian now looking to perhaps end it. Kayla with a shot. And a second one now. And now Kayla with a kick to the nose area of Damian. That'll rock her. Gives her a little bit of space. And perhaps this is the opening Kayla's been waiting for. Now getting her shots in and taking Damian down with a clothesline. And a second one now. Kayla starting to feel it, ladies and gentlemen. Another kick to the face, and Damian is eating way too many of those. Kayla got Damian backed into the corner, trying the Irish whip. Sending her to the corner, bouncing out, and Kayla again. Nothing fancy, just a solid strike to the face, and the cover, the count. Damian, though, with the right shoulder up off the mat. Kayla looking for that knockout hit, didn't quite get it, but very confident and back in the driver's seat of this thing. She's got to look to seal the deal now, but oh, look, Damian having that kick scouted, trying to prevent any more damage from her face, back in the electric chair position, which nearly got her the victory last time. Kayla, though, looking to avoid it. We got a victory roll here. Shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Kayla was able to do it. What a night of upsets. Kayla Carroll scoring a massive victory against Damian now. Letting Kayla slip through the cracks. Perhaps too confident with that electric chair. Kayla had it scouted and countered and scored the victory. And let me tell you, Damian was not in a good mood when she got to the building tonight. She is going to be absolutely irate as she chases Kayla Carroll up the ramp and through the curtain.
To the WFA Women's Championship.
Yes, indeed, kicking it off in a huge way here this week. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WFA Reborn. Four-way women's action.
Introducing first, from Dairy, she is the
Women's Championship opportunity hanging in the balance for all four women as we see Vile making her way to the ring. She has made quite a name for herself here in the WFA already in her short time, looking to climb that ladder, getting another chance at the champion, luscious Latasha. And who could blame her? So much competition in our women's division as of late. It is so great to see the level of talent here in the WFA locker room. And man, you want to talk about talent.
her opponent from New York City. She is the Smoke, Tina San Antonio.
Great reception here for Tina San Antonio. It's been quite some time since we've seen her, but she has competed in the WFA before. She debuted back in 2009. She spent over 1,000 days of her career with a championship over her shoulder. The most veteran competitor in this match. She has faced the very best. You want to talk about the likes of Willow Nightingale, Zaya Brookside, Angelina Love, Emmy Sakura, Chris Statlander, Megan Payne. She's going to be a huge threat. Oh my goodness! Damian interrupting Kayla Carroll's entry. Oh my god, driving her into the ring post. Well, fatal four-way, ladies and gentlemen. It is legal, just not the way we expected to start this thing, but man, we are starting off hot as Kayla Carroll just gets slammed onto the mats on the outside. This thing is going to be violent. That WFA Women's Championship means so much to all four of these women, and they're going to do absolutely everything it takes to secure a victory over the other three women. And Vile, getting shot right into Damian there. Now Damian getting sent to the floor unceremoniously as Tina San Antonio now has Vile one-on-one right now in this scenario. Tina, the savvy veteran, maybe this will work out in her favor, only having to worry about one opponent. But wait a minute here, Damian getting back in the ring after getting dumped to the floor, but Tina having her scouted, sending her for the ride. And now leveling her with a clothesline. And folks, don't go anywhere. This one's starting off hot, but we have Tag Team Championship action here in our main event. Brook City and Shot Through the Heart. It's going to be a banger. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to see that one as we anticipate the winner of this thing. As Tina now has firm control on both women in opposite corners. Damian, though, missing. Oh, Tina just ate the ring post now with her shoulder. Vile now. Charging into Tina. San Antonio now driving her face into the mat. We got a cover here, but only a one count. And the crowd chanting, "We want Kayla," who was jumped before this thing got underway. Courtesy of Damian, got sent to the back. Kayla has another one who has made her splash on the WFA scene here. Quite the underdog. And look at this now, Vile and Damian having a little conversation. deciding they're going to work together. 2-on-1 to take out the veteran Tina San Antonio is a pretty sound strategy, to be honest with you. Whether or not it holds up, we will see. As Tina San Antonio now, who was very firmly in control in the opening minutes of this thing, is now in a ton of trouble. And we've seen that mean streak from Damian against the likes of Luscious Latasha, our champion. She can bring the thunder, and it looks like we're going to see it. Oh. And there we are, hammering the back of Tina San Antonio now as she attempts to control the unpredictable Vile. Now sending Tina up for the ride. Little atomic drop of her own right there. And oh my goodness, a boot right to the jaw there. And Vile looking to take advantage of the situation. Damian having none of it though. Egos clashing here. And it's going to call, oh, Damian drilling Vile there, but Tina San Antonio looking to take advantage of the situation. Damian, again, not going to allow anything in her eyesight happen. Now, has Vile up and drops her with authority. Now coming down to Damian and Tina San Antonio now, as Tina struggling in the corner to regain her composure here. She started off so hot. But this Damian and her mean streak, jumping Kayla Carroll at the start. And now, in firm control of the veteran here, looking perhaps for submission. Trying to shoot the half, turn her over, Boston Crab. Right in New Hampshire. And Tina now, oh, look at the torque there on the back. And wait a minute here, there's Kayla Carroll coming back and wanting a piece of Damian, and who can blame her now? Raining down with fists on Damian, the anti-hero. Kayla here, beautiful clothesline taking her down, and a second one now. Vile trying to get her some, and she's gonna get it all right. There's another clothesline for her efforts. Taking Vile down again with a clothesline. Kayla Carroll looking great now. All four women in the ring now for the first time. This is where things get messy, ladies and gentlemen. Having to grow eyes in the back of your head, watching any and all corners of the ring. And Tina planting Kayla Carroll firmly into the mat there. We got to cover here now. 2. Vile now having a piece of Tina San Antonio, dropping her now. 2 and... And oh my goodness, ripped her in half with a spear in the middle of the ring. Again, folks, tag team championship on the line. You're not going to want to miss it. 2 of the top teams in the area here. Brick City and Shot Through the Heart. Shot Through the Heart has been chomping on the bit since they came onto the WFA scene, quickly escalating to this championship opportunity. It is going to be a heck of a tag team matchup. See Damian now picking her spots on any and all comers, missing Kayla Carroll though, costing her big time, and Kayla looking to take advantage. Oh, little submission maneuver of her own here with a crossface on Damian, but Vile getting right in there, viciously pulling at the hair, trying to rip it out of her scalp as Damian now takes advantage of Vile. Oh, that's it! Damian out of nowhere scoring the victory. And she's going to get another shot at Luscious Latasha. What a matchup that is going to be. Tina San Antonio beside herself. That's all it took was 3 seconds. Damian picked her spot. Kayla Carroll and Vile have an exchange of words there. Really some tension between the two of them. That's going to have to get settled in the ring down the line. And folks, if you want to catch us live and see the superstars of the WFA, this is how you do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Welcome back to another great episode of WFA Reborn on hand. And man, we have been waiting for this one for quite some time.
Introducing first, for Armadary Bane, she is the final girl, Sky
Yes, indeed. Vile will be challenging Kayla Carroll here tonight. Two women who have been trying their damnedest to ascend the ranks in the women's division. And it came in a fatal four-way when Vile, Kayla Carroll, Damian, and Tina San Antonio all battled for the right to challenge Latasha for the championship. And Damian is the one who wound up scoring the pinfall victory and walking away with that earned opportunity. However, at the end of the match, we've seen Vile and Kayla Carroll exchanging words. And tonight is the night, ladies and gentlemen. They attempt to settle the score. You hear that reaction for Kayla, ever popular here in the WFA, and rightfully so. Indeed, the WFA faithful have watched her career blossom in front of their very eyes. And this match, ladies and gentlemen, man, the tension has been boiling between these two since day one. And they're going to clash for the very first time one-on-one here tonight. Vile not too fond of the reaction Kayla's getting. And there you have it. That's what this is all about. Both coming in at very similar times here. Both attempting to get championship gold. And here we go. Vile getting right off, starting things off hot. Coming right at Kayla Carroll, but missing that knife edge chop. And Kayla getting one in for good measure there. Vile trying to create some distance. Absolutely frustrated. She's got to get her emotions in check, though, in this thing. Oh, there we go. Knee to the midsection. Headlock applied now. Vile looking to dominate Kayla Carroll here in this thing. But Kayla, all the tenacity and fight needed that it takes to be a superstar here in the WFA. But shot right back down to a headlock takedown. Vile starting to look really good here in the opening seconds. Kayla, though, able to roll Vile right through that in the exchange. Snapmare, and Kayla followed through with it as well. And oh my goodness, a kick to the forehead. And a low drop kick covered, but Vile giving up a one count there before getting Kayla off of her shoulders. Folks, fantastic matchups here lined up here tonight. You're not going to want to miss Channing Thomas and Jermaine Marbury. We've got the debuting Jeriel Rivera. That's going to be a phenomenal athlete worth checking out later, so don't miss any of that. As Vile drives Kayla Carroll's face into the mat, and just a 2 count on that exchange there. Vile not letting Kayla Carroll out of her grip, her grasp, as she continues to wrench away on that headlock. Kayla, though, looking for a cover, but only getting a 1 count. Kayla going for the same exchange there. Gets it again. A drop kick as well. One. Only a 1 count on that exchange as well. Vile, man, she is tough and mean-spirited. And it is backfiring here. Vile drives Kayla down to the mat. Now has the arms looking to lock it in there. Very dangerous. Kayla was able, though, to maneuver her legs around. Otherwise, she was going to be all tied up and in a world of trouble there. Solid kick taking Vile down.
Come on, Kayla, get her out of the ropes. Come on.
You go, Kayla trying to shoot Vile off. Vile reverses, though. And side slam. Vile staying in control. 2 in. Kayla barely able to get the shoulder up in that exchange. Now aggressively smashing Kayla's face into the mat. Oh, but Kayla firing back now with the right hand. And oh, Vile not letting up her assault. Absolutely beside herself. They're losing that fatal 4-way, costing her an opportunity at Luscious Latasha for the championship.
Awful silent over here now.
Vile getting in the face of these fans instead of focusing on her opponent. And oh, there it backfired right there. Kayla firing away, but not for long. Vile looking very good in this contest. Kayla really struggling. Perhaps that has to do with Vile jumping her off the hop there. Vile in full control of Kayla Carroll, absolutely dominating her.
Come on, Vile, watch those punches. Come on.
But Kayla not letting up, trying to show some fight in this thing. But Vile more than prepared there. To the center of the ring. Perhaps looking to tie her up again. Oh, count. The recliner. And Kayla's in a ton of trouble here. The crowd trying to will her on. Getting to her knees, that's a good sign of things to come here. Kayla rolling through, we got to cover. Just a 2 count. Vile able to power out of that thing. And oh my goodness. Vile has had enough of Kayla Carroll and is looking to put her away here. Right hands, and the referee is adamantly on her about opening up those closed fists. And Kayla, though, returning the favor here. Oh, solid kick to the midsection from Kayla. And now, what are we going for here? We're measured up. No, Vile able to escape. Looking to tie her up again in the center of the ring. There it is. Kayla trying to roll, Vile trying to pivot her control here. To control the base. However, Kayla desperately trying to worm her way out of the submission holds. Vile really had her well there at first. But Kayla has managed to get to the ropes. And Vile, come on now, come on. Referee warned her to let go of that hold. She had reached the ropes but wasn't letting go, trying to add extra punishment while she had her. No, Kayla perhaps finding her opening here. Has Vile locked up. What are we looking for? Oh, pedigree! Now rolling Vile over. 1, 2, 3. Kayla Carroll manages to squeak out the victory. Man, she took a beating in this one from Vile. But in the end, goodness, Vile's energy is off the charts, unlike anything I've ever seen. We will be seeing more of Vile here in the future in WFA. And let me tell you, her rage tonight was very present. It's going to be even worse the next time the bell rings with Vile in there. And congratulations to Kayla Carroll on a very hard-fought victory here tonight.
Please help me give a warm welcome to your women's champion, Elle Valentine.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of WFA Reborn. I am Jay Walker, along here with Phil Rads. Phil, are you looking forward to tonight's contest?
Sure am, Jay. Should be another great episode of WFA Reborn Television. Very excited to see the women in action here as Elle Valentine makes her way to the ring.
Yes, the new WFA Women's Champion, Elle Valentine, in her second reign, defeating luscious Latasha after pummeling her head with a steel chair.
That is Elle Valentine's mean streak, and you can see it on display just on the turnbuckle. Her welcome anything but warm here to the WFA crowd.
You can even describe it as lukewarm. Yes, Elle Valentine has not made many friends here in WFA, in the locker room, or with the fans. She has resorted to all sort of tactics. The steel chair is mentioned. And wait, we're going to hear from her right now.
Elle, thank you so much for coming back to Concord. How are you feeling upon your return?
It feels amazing to be back with all you stupid people. I love being the smartest person in the room.
Well, we've spoken to Latasha's doctors. The good news is she's expected to make a full return or full recovery, and she should be back any day now. What are your feelings on that?
That's sad, huh? Luscious Latasha. If we could have a moment of silence for Luscious Latasha's career. Just kidding, I don't give a crap. He's never, ever getting another chance at my title, and I made sure of that. if I need to slam her face into a steel chair more times to get the point across, I'll do it.
Elle Valentine not making any friends here in Concord and making her statement clear that no one is worthy of stepping up to her women's championship. But wait a minute here. Who do we have coming to the ring? None other than our former broadcast partner, Kayla Carroll. And it looks like she's going to compete here tonight.
Elle, you were out here so worried about Luscious Latasha, but you know what? You really shouldn't be worried about her. You should be worried about me, bitch.
Elle Valentine, not the type you want to provoke a mean streak out of, not the type you want to give extra motivation to with words like that. Potentially, Kayla's showing her inexperience in the ring. She is up against one mean competitor. As previously mentioned, what she did to Luscious Latasha, she also glassed Luscious Latasha and kept her out of action for quite a while.
Absolutely, some strong words from Kayla Carroll, stepping up to the large task of challenging the women's champion. Kayla is fairly new to the ring. It's going to be interesting to see how she fares here against Valentine.
Absolutely. What a way to announce yourself on the wrestling scene, then get a pin victory over Elle Valentine. Trial by fire, if you will.
And that is not going to come easy, and I think we're going to find out real quick here just how she fares against the champion.
Elle Valentine wearing down Kayla, taking out that extra exuberance, but Kayla's fighting back. Throws her into the ropes.
Oh, shoulder tackle right there from Elle Valentine. And we've seen it already, getting her into the corner, drilling her with shoulder tackles, bullying her with a headlock. She's got Kayla exactly where she wants her. We're ducking a clothesline here, and... oh, nice hip toss there from Kayla Carroll. Followed by the arm drag. Ugh, and a great drop kick as well. And we've got a cover.
Only 2 count, but Kayla showing glimpses of what she could be here in WFA with those textbook wrestling maneuvers. Oh, Ellie, though.
Rolling to the outside. Kayla really stepping up to task here. Very impressed with how things have started out for her. And now we've got Elle Valentine rolling to the outside, taking her time, recomposing herself.
Kayla playing into the mind tricks of Elle Valentine. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, drop kick through the ropes there to Kayla. Kayla really played into Elle's mind tricks there. That's her veteracy showing off. They only train you inside the ring in wrestling school, but Elle Valentine, clearly the veteran, clearly more experienced, knowing how to use that whole ring outside as well, the vicious chops.
And she paid for it there. You're right with the mind tricks. Absolutely falling right into the trap of Elle Valentine. When you're beginning your wrestling career, you do not want to be stuck on the outside of the ring. You want to stick to the basics and what you've learned and keep it in the ring. And right now she's going to pay for it dearly, just as every other woman on the roster has in the past. Oh, after a snap suplex there. It's going to take a whole lot more than just some cheering to get the job done here tonight.
They are certainly behind her, and Elle Valentine has made no friends here in this crowd. Valentine using the outside of the ring again.
Just sort of playing with Kayla now, as she tries to get back in the ring here. But now she's worse for wear. Kayla's finding out the hard way that she may have bit off a little bit more than she can chew here in the champion.
Right into the turnbuckle. That's using the whole ring to your advantage. Elle Valentine's using that veterancy, using the whole ring just to bully.
Driving those shoulders into the midsection of Kayla. She is in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh, just tossing her to the ground. So disrespectful, Elle Valentine.
And folks, if this is the first time you're checking out WFA, I really recommend you follow us on YouTube, give us a subscribe, check us out on all our social media channels, as well as going to our website to find out if we're going to be in your area soon at WFAWrestling.com.
Kayla, though, with the reversal. Catches Ellie coming off the ropes, and a beautiful snap there. And a headlock. Great follow-up by Kayla.
Trying to wear down the champion now. It looks like Kayla's in full control of this thing, making a comeback after the wear and tear from Elle early in this matchup.
Elle Valentine perhaps underestimating her competitor. She's proving herself in the ring so far, Kayla is.
Really got a good grip on Elle Valentine there. But Elle has been in her fair share of battles, fighting her way up to her feet, but Kayla seems to have an answer for everything. Oh, and a nice drop kick again.
Or textbook maneuvers by Kayla. Let's see if it's enough for a 3 count. No.
Shoulder up. You know Valentine's got a heck of a lot more fight in her. I think she's going to have to stop taking Kayla so lightly here. She's going to have to get her head in the game and focus and get back on track. Trying to muster up some momentum here. Trying to knock her back down to... Oh, Elle's got an answer though. Oh, Russian leg sweep from Kayla, though.
Kayla taking control of the match, much to the surprise of Elle Valentine. Kayla showing a little bit of a new streak there, stomping on that hand. But that's what it's going to take. It's going to take to secure this upset.
Said, oh, we got to roll up here. Whoa, I thought that could have been it right there.
If Kayla's going to secure a victory against the champion, those are the kind of things it's going to take. Kayla being new to the ring, not much scouting can be done on her, so she does have the element of surprise against Elle Valentine here.
The element of surprise indeed. And here we got a suplex attempt from Kayla. It looks like Elle. They're both jockeying per position here. Who's going to suplex who? No, instead we got an inside cradle. 1, 2, and... Oh, a close one. Kayla really coming close a couple of times here in this match. Like you said, the element of surprise. Really an important factor here for Kayla.
Absolutely. Oh! Brutal clothesline by Elle Valentine, showing off that strength, showing off those muscles.
Devastating clothesline from the champion. The viciousness, the brutality of Elle.
Kayla trying to get the crowd on her side. Oh, vicious back rake. They don't teach you that in wrestling school.
No, they sure don't. And oh, they don't teach you that as well. Eating a spear, folding her in half.
1, 2, 3.
That is all she wrote. Elle Valentine cementing herself and proving why she is the champion, making short work of Kayla Carroll. Oh, with a heck of a fight she put out. But Elle Valentine just too experienced, too brutal, too crafty, and there's a reason she's a 2-time WFA Women's Champion. Kayla Carroll off the list, luscious Latasha on the injury reserve. Who is going to be next to step up to our WFA Women's Champion, Elle Valentine?
I'll tell you one thing, I don't envy anyone that goes up against Elle Valentine. Not when she's in a bad mood.
Absolutely not. Well, everyone, we thank you for joining us this week. And until next week, every single Thursday, we'll catch you with another great episode of WFA Reborn. Yes, it's time. That means it's time for another episode of WFA Reborn. I'm Jay Walker along here with my partner, Phil Rads.
Pleased to be here. Jay, should be another great episode of WFA Reborn Television. So excited to see the women in action here. Should be a great matchup.
Of course, yes, we have our former women's champion making her way to the ring right now, luscious Latasha. Latasha, of course, losing the title recently to Elle Valentine.
I tell you, Jay, Latasha had to take a little time off after just what Elle Valentine did to her in that championship match, but I'm glad to see the fans simply have not forgotten Latasha's spirit, her fun, her charm, her dancing, still just as loved as ever.
Yes, Latasha looking to make a rebound, get back in the title hunt, and reclaim what she feels is her WFA Women's Championship.
I'm glad to see her spirit's not crushed after a grueling match against Elle Valentine. Not if Kayla has something to say about it, though, Jay, as she makes her way to the ring now.
Yes, indeed. We saw Kayla Carroll recently in action against the current women's champion, and now, like a shark in the waters, has to challenge the former champion in luscious Latasha.
That's right, Jay. She's very new to the ring. This will be her second match here in WFA, and first match against the women's champion. Second match, former women's champion. The trial by fire here for Kayla, but what better way to establish herself right away on the WFA women's scene?
Gotta admire that she is not afraid of the competition, taking it on full force. Kayla very loved by the audience as well. It's going to be interesting to see how the crowd reacts here. Are they going to pick sides, or are they just going to love a great contest between the two women?
Latasha seems to be a fan as well, actually applauding her. Kayla, she is earning her respect here.
Yes, that's right. Kayla, a former member of the WFA broadcast team, but is spending more of her time now at the Elite Pro Wrestling Training Center. Of course, we know they just signed part of the deal with WWE ID. Be sure to check them out online, folks. I really recommend, if you're interested in becoming a pro wrestler, to make your way down there. A state-of-the-art facility. Cannot recommend them highly enough. Nice, respectful way to start things out here. I don't think you're going to see a lot of shots to the face, a lot of strikes. I think we're going to see some great wrestling. If you're a fan of the grappling,
both taking their time, feeling each other out. Latasha showing that impressive flexibility of kicking the hand away there.
Yes, kicking the arm away to jockey for control. And now Kayla finding her way.
Kayla almost looks like she's considering going for the eyes of Latasha, but she finds a way.
Absolutely.
Kayla with the upper hand now. Latasha reversing it.
Now Latasha back in control of things here. Kayla trying to find her way, but Latasha wrenching the arm. Lushes Latasha, a little bit more of a savvy maneuver there.
Surprisingly evenly matched so far, Jay.
Back in control of the arm. Oh, there we go, right into the hammerlock. Don't want to get too physical, of course, in this. At the beginning, kind of finding their way. Got a nice waist lock applied now from the former champion. Kayla using her elbow there to try to create some space, and she finds it. The go behind with a waist lock of her own.
Latasha with some coping doors to the arms now. Let's see if she can reverse this.
Latasha a little more aggressive there in breaking the hold. But oh, nice drop toe hold there from Kayla Carroll. Surprisingly getting one up on the former champion. Better thinking got ahead and a nice drop toe hold.
Kayla looks as if she's smiling. I think she likes it here. You have to wonder, Jay, if Latasha's confidence has been a little shaken here since her last match with El Valentine. Nice little show of respect there. And a tie-up.
And Latasha's got her up here in a body slam.
Oh, impressive.
Cartwheel into a splash. We got the cover here in the early opening minutes, and 2 count.
What a nice move there. This is why the fans love Latasha. She is just so fun to watch. You can hear the crowd's reaction, Jay. They simply missed luscious Latasha.
Trying to shoot Kayla off the ropes. Got her. Looking for a drop kick, but Kayla had that one scouted there, hanging on. Kayla impressively hanging on the ropes there, had that scouted. Perhaps her days as that broadcast partner lent herself to scouting her opponents.
I don't know if people knew that when she was backstage interviewing. She was actually scouting her opponents.
She's got a chin lock applied. And Phil, I wanted to ask you, Phil, losing the championship, and we had that traumatic moment where she had a glass shattered over her head by Al Valentine. Is Latasha's spirit here possibly broken a little, as she seems to be struggling against the rookie Kayla Carroll?
She is, Jay. She's making her way back to her fate, but I'm surprised Kayla has been going toe-to-toe here with Latasha as she gets knocked back down to the ground. Kayla, as I said, surprisingly dictating the pace of this match. Latasha does not seem to have an answer right now.
A couple of devastating losses on behalf of Al Valentine. Latasha here really struggling to find herself in the ring again. See a nice drop kick there from Kayla Carroll to the base of the spine, and now again to the chin.
Showing a little attitude here. You know, I wanted to comment on just the pace of this match and how much confidence Kayla is showing. You know, she is new to the ring. It takes a lot of confidence to take things so slowly, not try to rush things, take your time. But I believe she's giving Latasha too many openings. As I was speaking of, Latasha seems to find her way back in this match just a little bit with a kick to the face of Kayla. As I said, Kayla is leaving too many opens for the veteran Latasha as she goes for a cover. 2 count.
Maybe some signs of desperation. Maybe perhaps a little bit frustrated with the fact that she's struggling. And Kayla, her lack of experience results in a really lack of diversity in her moveset. You got to stick with what you know. You stick to the basics, but it can be effective. The only drawback to that is that it can be predictable from your opponent. Oh! Just smashing her face there into the turnbuckle did Kayla Carroll. And now she's got the former champion in the corner.
Kayla with a little bit of a choke. I can't tell who's more frustrated.
A little bit of a referee count there. Kayla kind of bending the rules. A little bit of a dirty tactic there, perhaps, using the referee's count in the corner.
Some of the rules are bendable in wrestling, and it's arguable whether or not they're effective. I just hope Kayla doesn't lose sight of, just who she is here in the ring.
Second time into the corner. You know, when you're competing like this and you realize that you're in a little bit more over your head, you start resorting to some of these desperate tactics we're seeing to try to gain an edge. It's really a slippery slope in wrestling. You want to win, but when you come to the realization that maybe you're not as good as your opponent, you try to take shortcuts and bend the rules. And That's why there's so many morally bankrupt wrestlers in this industry. You know, we hope that's not happening to Kayla here. I know Latasha finding her opening.
Beautiful flying back elbow.
Luscious Latasha starting to get back on her feet.
That's exactly what I was talking about, Jay. Kayla took too much time.
Oh, it's sent into the corner instead. Kayla finding the reversal. Kayla, though, again. But Latasha had that scouted. Solid kick to the side of the head there. That'll send Kayla reeling. Oh, she might be out on her feet there. Elle going for a cover. But somehow getting the shoulder up there, and Kayla asking the referee if that was two. She wasn't quite sure. I think she just got knocked pretty loopy there. She's trying to create some space here, going to the apron.
Kayla showing she has some fancy footwork too.
Oh, Kayla. Kick of her own. Then a second one. To the side of the head.
I tell you, Jay, this match started with handshakes and hugs, and it seems to have devolved into a head-kicking contest between these two.
Absolutely. This thing got a little aggressive. Both desperate, looking for a win here in the women's division.
They both know what's on the line, Jay.
Latasha, unexpectedly, very much in trouble. We just saw 3 huge clotheslines there, and Latasha still finding the shoulder up there. She's in a lot of trouble here against the rookie. We've spoken about her shaken confidence and her broken spirit, and we're really seeing it here. Not giving up the fight, still staying in there, but really struggling up against Kayla Carroll. And it's not to dismiss Carroll's abilities at all, but from a former champion, we expected a lot more fire. Maybe there's where it is, out of nowhere with that beautiful kick. That's gotta be it. And out, wow. That's all she wrote. Luscious Latasha finding the space. Once she had the opening, she took it, she pulled the trigger, cleared the victory against Kayla Carroll.
That's a benefit of her experience over Kayla. You know, she sees her opening, she knows what to do. Kayla had plenty of openings here in this match, but she took too much time, I believe. I think if she kept the pace up and stayed on Latasha, although Latasha did take a beating, I think Kayla might have come up with a victory here. We'll have to see what's in store for her next.
A valiant effort, sign of respect for both women here. A very competitive women's division. Latasha perhaps regaining her feet, hopefully regaining her confidence, and maybe we'll see her challenge for that WFA Women's Championship sooner than later.
Kayla has a long road here, a long journey to make her way to the gold, but if she can focus, if she can keep her composure, if she can keep the pace of the match and take advantage of those openings, I really believe Kayla could be a competitor here for a long time.
And hopefully Latasha with this win in the bag, hopefully she finds her confidence, hopefully she finds her spirit again of climbing that mountain, of getting that another shot, of getting the rematch against Elle Valentine, and once again reclaiming the WFA Women's Championship.
I almost had it. Where is she? How was that? You ruined this for me.
Ruined it for you. The Bombshell Beauty thinks that I ruined that for her. Have you considered changing your name to Kayla Carroll, the professional victim? I don't know what you were doing out there, but I was trying to win. And since you feel so comfortable coming in here saying your opinions about me, why don't I enlighten you about something? I'm disgusted I was ever told to see you as a mentor, to look up to you when I damn well know I've surpassed you, and I would relish an opportunity to prove it. If you think that I ruined that opportunity for you, just wait until I really ruin you.
Four women, one #1 contender. And I am just coming off of the biggest win in my career, and I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by. So guess what? You are looking at your next WFA Women's Champion.
Indeed, welcome back to another exciting episode of WFA Reborn, and it doesn't get any bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. A 20-person over-the-top Yankee swap. And Miguel Rios drawing unlucky #1. This man has had his eye on that WFA Heavyweight Championship for some time now, trying to climb the ranks. However, he suffered a loss in his last match to Diego Alvarez. So perhaps this is his chance, and he's going to have to put in a lot of work starting at the bottom to climb his way to the top and claim his shot at Mosh Pit's WFA Heavyweight Championship. The endurance needed, the stamina needed to endure 19 other athletes in a matchup like this is no easy feat, but it has been done before. Oh, I recognize that music, ladies and gentlemen. Kayla Carroll entering herself into the matchup. What a surprise entrance here, the ever-popular female superstar. However, we talked about a tall task. Kayla is going to have her work cut out for her, entering at #2. Good for Kayla for having the bravery to enter this thing. But again, luck not on her side. She's going to have her hands full with Miguel Rios alone. This is going to be an interesting showdown, to say the least. And it looks like Miguel has a mic and has something to get off his chest here before things officially get underway.
This must be a mistake. No? I was expecting a man.
You know what? I'm sitting here wondering the same thing. I was also expecting.
Kayla firing back. Full of fire indeed.
That's really cute. That's fine. Because I'm what you call a male feminist. An equal opportunist. You mean a loser? Yep. Right. But what I would suggest for you is to eliminate yourself before this turns really ugly.
Oh, Miguel Rios giving fair warning to Kayla.
Over the top rope. Over the top. Exactly.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Now if I can get some actual competition, please.
So Kayla here maybe picking her spot as she mounts the middle rope. Miguel Rios in for a surprise here. Crossbody from Kayla Carroll to kick things off. The bell has rung and we are underway, prepared to find out who will be the next #1 contender to Mosh Pit's Heavyweight Championship. And Kayla there Coming to a close call of eliminating Miguel Rios right off the hop here after catching him by surprise with Miguel. Reverse Irish whip there, but no, another crossbody from Kayla Carroll, leveling Miguel Rios. And this is not how Rios wanted to start this thing off, with Kayla laying it in. Prone position, raining down with the right hands. Miguel eating a face full of fists, courtesy of Kayla Carroll. But the name of the game is eliminating your opponents by throwing them over the top rope. And oh, a stunner there from Kayla Carroll. And Miguel in a ton of trouble already. Oh, Kayla missing the shot there in the corner, and Miguel looking for his opportunity here. Has Kayla up and over, and that's all she wrote. A valiant effort from Kayla Carroll. But Miguel, all he needed was time to compose himself, and is now back in control, and this is a great position to be in. As the countdown clock begins, who's going to be entrant number 3 and the next opponent for Miguel Rios? The fans waiting in anticipation here, as are all of us. Miguel Rios catching his breath, and there he is. Super fan John Austin. We just seen him recently in action here in WFA. And here we go, charging into Miguel. Oh, yes. Peppering him with a shot there, and we got another one in. Miguel Rios had the advantage. He had the high ground. But superfan John Austin, well prepared and scouted, and now in control. But wait, Miguel looking to do the same as he did to Kayla Carroll, and succeeds, making short work of John Austin. And again, Miguel Rios here in a great position, collecting his breath, biding his time. He has the high ground. Anyone charging to the ring is prone to an assault, courtesy of Miguel Rios. He could, if he keeps up this strategy, if he can keep this up of eliminating one after the other, Miguel Rios could very well see himself challenging for that title sooner than later. As he watches his clock. The crowd waiting in anticipation here to see who the next entrant is going to be. We have the clock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy, here we go, the buzzer rings. And if you've been watching WFA, you know exactly who this is. Yes, indeed, Loverboy Lex Lozano, who just picked up a win over WWE ID prospect Sam Holloway. Climbing up and over the top rope, the big man. There's going to be a little bit more of a challenge here, I believe, for Miguel Rios. One of the most beloved roster members here in the WFA. And no sidestepping Miguel, and leveling with a clothesline here, followed by a back elbow. Lex is smooth, he's agile, he's powerful, and he's looking to eliminate Miguel Rios here any second. But first, going for the ride. Count him, count him. How long does he have him up there? Oh, Miguel, though, regaining his feet. Oh, and a knee to the midsection there of Lex Lozano. Oh, clubbing blow as well. So the last one standing at the end of this, after all 20 competitors have come out, the last one standing in the ring will be challenging Mosh Pit for that WFA Heavyweight Championship. We look forward to that match, but fans, you have a lot to look forward to here. Because next week we're going to have 2 matches up for you. Keon is going to be back in action after his near win of the heavyweight title from Mosh Pit. Keon back in action, but also the WFA Women's Championship is back on the line as our new champion, Luscious Latasha, will challenge Damian. Trying to eliminate, but Miguel having none of it here. Lex Lozano prone in the corner as we have our next entrant making their way to the ring. the brutal, the vicious Victor Brand, who has a bone to pick with Lex Lozano the last time we seen him in there. And it looks like we have a little bit of a coalition on our hands here, and Lex Lozano is in for a world of hurt. We're shooting Lex off the ropes, indeed. It looks like double clothesline. No, Lex breaking through, and clotheslining both of them. Lozano having none of this team being made up. It's supposed to be every man for himself, and it looks like Lex is going to make it happen by sheer force of splitting them up. Uh-oh. Those gloving blows of Victor Brand infamously doing its purpose. Lozano leveled in a heartbeat. And now nothing pretty, just stomping mud holes. So looking to pick Lozano up, and you're going to need to if you plan on eliminating the man. But Lex showing the fight as we see the clock ticking. Lex better be hoping for some help here. And it looks like he may get it. One half of the It's Jermaine Marbury. I thought maybe Benny the basketball was getting in there, but Jermaine Marbury popping in the ring, trying to take care of Victor Brand, but the man is just too big. But alley-oop, and he does it with a neck breaker. Little Miguel picking his spot there, found an opening, trying to get rid of Jermaine early. But it looks like Benny the basketball is there to lend a helping hand. And the fans are loving it. Taking out Miguel Rios. Jermaine is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Showing off the fancy footwork. And another neck breaker, this time for Rios. And that looks like Marbury Lozano now. Just a sort of squabbleless coalition here of Rios and Brand. Now trying to eliminate Rios on the one side, as Lozano has Brand on the other. The countdown's on. We're going to see another entrant here. Just a second. Victor Chase now entering the ring, one half of the WFA Tag Team Champions of Brick City. Now here we go, Miguel Rios in more trouble here, and that's the problem being number one. You have 19 opponents for the night, and you've somehow got to find a way to survive all 19 of them. And while he was looking great at first, Miguel Rios not looking so pretty right now in this thing. Victor Chase having a little bit of an exchange here with Jermaine Marbury, and that's a great thing about these Yankee swaps. You get to see a lot of people that don't normally combat each other, you know, from different divisions within WFA. We saw Kayla Carroll out here earlier. Now we see tag team wrestlers mixing up with some of the singles competitors. And Victor Chase is meeting Victor Brand, an opponent he might not have met. And I don't think he's going to want to meet ever again after suffering from some of those clubby hands. No wasting any time here. We're about to get another entrant. And this is going to be interesting. Aaron Ortiz from the Shooter Boys. We were talking about tag team division. The Shooter Boys just recently suffered a loss from Brick City. And it looks like there's no love lost between these two. Victor Chase unloading here on Ortiz and looking to eliminate him early. And despite the size difference we saw in their tag team match, Aaron Ortiz, very articulate in the art of wrestling with his background in amateur style wrestling. And looking to eliminate the tag champion, put him right back into contention for those titles, absolutely. There's a lot of different ways to go about it, but there are plenty of ways to cement yourself in your future here within WFA, picking your spots, picking who to eliminate, to create grudges, create reasons to challenge for championships. There's a lot of elements at hand here, but of course the big one at the end, the gold at the end of the rainbow, so to speak. The WFA Heavyweight Championship, which has eluded so many as they've challenged Mosh Pit, as we see a splash there from Lozano in the corner to Rios. So many people have challenged Mosh Pit, so many people have failed. We have to find a new contender to challenge the man. And speaking of the man, it's Big Sam Holloway, a WWE ID prospect. And he's gonna lay waste here to some of the talent in the ring. Marbury cutting it close, but not quite. Skinning the cat, and a little help again from Benny getting back in the ring. But Sam having none of it. Oh my goodness, there it is. That's all she wrote for Jermaine Marbury here tonight. He's gonna have to go back to the drawing board here with Benny. He's gonna have to find another way to climb the ranks of the WFA. And Lozano again in the corner, this time to Victor Brand. As Big Sam's got Miguel Rios, and that is not a position Rios wants to be in. So it looks like Sam's just gonna try to muscle him over. All 3 ropes, he's got him high enough here. But Rios finding his spot. Lozano in trouble now as Brand's got him almost up and over here, but the long legs of Lozano saving him in that predicament. Another entrant here. And it looks like Victor Chase is going to get some help. The other tag team champion here from Brick City, Julio Cruz. And look at the size of Big Sam there. Cruz has a lot of force behind those lariats, but Sam having none of it, leveling Julio Cruz. And Miguel Rios picking up the scraps, laying the boots to the tag team champion. And speaking of boots, I don't know if anybody has a bigger boot size in that locker room than Holloway. And you want to shoot yourself straight to the top in no time, winning this thing for Sam Holloway, who should be an odds-on favorite in this thing. It's a layup for him, as long as he can last. Looks like Julio Cruz coming to save his tag partner here, trying to eliminate one of the shooter boys. But Sam Holloway has his hands in everybody's business here in this thing. Not making any friends, but that's not why he's here. No, he's here for WFA Gold. Anthony Vecchio, the other half of the shooter boys, and it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a tag team match as they lay waste to Brick City in the corner there. The shooter boys are looking high, but they've got a lot more to go in. Oh, look at this. Teaming up with Sam Holloway a little bit. Not sure what the deal is there, but Sam Holloway, why not, right? Had a couple of extra bodies on his side. And likewise for the shooter boys, having Big Sam in your corner is quite the feather in the cap. They're looking to eliminate the tag champs. And I mentioned earlier about possibly cementing themselves as future #1 contenders again. Eliminating Brick City would do exactly that, but Julio Cruz looking to split up the shooter boys and take them off. You see Victor Chase getting in there for some help. And the bodies are starting to pile up here. And wait a minute there, the shooter boys are going over. But they're hanging on out of desperation. And look at Sam again helping here. Helping the shooter boys get back over even. That's an interesting combination. What? Wait a minute. The timekeeper is entering himself into the Yankee swamp? Well, some people in the office, some people doing the extra hard work here around WFA dream of being a professional wrestler, but I don't know if this is the proper way of going about it, as he just got drilled by Victor Brand, and Miguel Rios tossing him over. Well, look at him cling to the ropes, our timekeeper. Unbelievable scene here. As Victor Brand and Miguel Rios breaking things up there, the timekeeper staying in this thing for the time being, and Julio Cruz looking to eliminate Sam Holloway. What a notch on the resume that would be for him. But Sam Holloway just too big. I think it's going to take multiple men here to eliminate him. And Victor Brand, no slouch himself, again, just laying those boots into our timekeeper. You know, after you feel a loss or two, maybe you have some sort of resentment for the timekeeper. It's a chance maybe to extract a little bit of anger and frustrations out on him. And so many bodies in this thing, and we're still have quite a ways to go. Some big name talent coming out here. Sam Holloway now got the timekeeper hanging on the ropes here. Miguel Rios just luckily escaping defeat there, back in the ring. We see Brick City and the Shooter Boys again at each other's throats here. And oh my goodness, this whole complexion of the Yankee swap is about to change. Brandon Locke has just entered the fray. And you talk about a man obsessed with that WFA Heavyweight Championship. Brandon Locke beside himself after losing opportunity to Mosh Pit. He's just eliminated the timekeeper. And the question for Brandon Locke is who's next to pick on here? And Miguel Rios looking to nominate himself, I guess, and I don't know if that's a great idea. Miguel Rios in this thing for quite a while, all ready to go after somebody as highly revered as Brandon Locke, with that mean streak nowadays that he has. And Lozano and Sam Holloway, looks like they just both went over the top. And oh man, Big Sam is gonna be big mad about that thing, as it looks like Lex and Sam are going after each other up the ramp, and it looks like they have a lot of unfinished business they're gonna have to take care of.
Look at this one.
The next entrant here.
Introducing entrant number 14,
Cam, a newcomer here to WFA. And what a way to enter this thing, trying to earn yourself a shot at the WFA Heavyweight Championship. He's really going to have to test himself. I got some of the very best here that WFA has to offer. But oh, a boot there to Brandon Locke. And laying on a forearm here. That's one way to test yourself as a man who's time and time again challenged for the championship. And you're going to find out the hard way just how hard Brandon Locke hits as he leveled the man. Brick City still in this thing. Victor Brand still in this thing. Miguel Rios, number one, somehow still in there despite the beatings he's taken. I think my pick's got to be Brandon Locke in this thing. The man is obsessed with the championship, and this is a great way to climb back in there and get another shot at Mosh. Oh, wait a minute. Our next entrant, ladies and gentlemen. No retakes necessary. Jay George.
Hey, can I get quiet on the set, please? I said, can I have quiet on the set?
I don't think he ever gets quiet on the set here.
The winner of the over-the-top Yankee Swap Battle Royal is going to be written and directed by Jay George.
Jay George propping himself up. The man could very well do it.
Come on, Kim, don't let him get caught.
The question is he going to get in the ring? All the men in the ring continue with the in-ring action here, trying to eliminate each other, trying to get a breath when you can. Jay George in the ring now, looking to eliminate Cam, but Cam somehow hanging on here. Jay George looking to eliminate Brandon Locke. And oh my goodness, I thought he was going over. But Brandon Locke hanging on as well. Jay George is going to have to realize real quick it's going to take a lot more than just throwing him like that to eliminate these competitors, everyone vying for a shot at the most coveted prize in WFA. It looks like Brick City in a little bit of trouble here. At least Julio Cruz is very close, teetering there. Luckily his legs are grapevine up on that bottom rope as both Shooter Boys getting their digs in now. Julio Cruz really in trouble, but somehow finds a way to hang on at least for the time being here. And you hear the music, you know who's coming out if you've been watching WFA. It's time for the It Factor, Scott Reed and Brandon Locke. Locking eyes. They're gonna go at it, folks. Quite the tumultuous situation between these two that has escalated over the heavyweight championship and Scott Reed's ownership, but the rest of the men in this match splitting them up. And the crowd wanted to see them go at it, but we didn't get it yet. At least yet, folks. Brandon Locke has been wanting, I think, seething at the opportunity to get his hands on Scott Reed, and there was his chance, but taken away. Scott Reed doing his very best as an owner and competitor to keep things on the level and keep things fair, but Brandon Locke blaming everything on the man lately. It looks like Scott Reed has Victor Brand in the corner. We saw them go toe-to-toe. Oh, wait a minute here. I mentioned it earlier, and it looks like it came true. The Shooter Boys just eliminated Julio Cruz. Oh, and Victor Chase from Brick City just eliminated both Shooter Boys. And look at Miguel Rios there picking up the scraps. Brick City, the Shooter Boys going back at it. There may be a rematch down the line between those two teams. And that has really cleared out the ring there. Brick City and the Shooter Boys gone. We've got Miguel Rios, Jay George, Brandon Locke, Scott Reed, Victor Brand. And the countdown clock as we add another participant to the Yankee swap. Just had another elimination there.
Victor Brown has been eliminated.
The big man, Victor Brand, is gone. A great attempt, but there's just too many competitors. So many corners to watch, and you only have so few eyes to work with. We hear the music play. A popular WFA competitor in Pop Chulo, Diego Alvarez. And no love lost between he and the number one competitors. You see Miguel Rios getting out of dodge there, but yes, Diego and Miguel have had their fair share of wars here in the WFA. Diego recently picking up a win off Miguel Rios, and Rios probably playing it smart here after being in this matchup for so long, going to the outside underneath. He has not been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. So Miguel Rios still in this matchup, but collecting his breath, regaining composure, and regrouping his strategy on the outside of the ring. As Diego Alvarez has Jay George in the corner and has a little bit of help from Scott Reed, it looks like. But oh, wait a minute here. Cam grabbing Diego, trying to smash him in the turnbuckle, instead eating one for himself. Oh, and laying a good knife edge chop there in the corner. And Miguel Rios, look at that little worm crawling back into the ring, looking to pick his spot and eliminate Diego to get some revenge on him. And Diego on the apron in a lot of trouble. But it looks like we have another entrance here. We've got another newcomer here to the WFA in Bailey Page. Be exciting to see how they fare in this thing. They drew a very lucky number here coming on the tail end of this thing. We only have 2 more participants left to enter the ring. And Miguel feeling confident now in the ring that Diego has been leveled, and it looks like he's gonna team up with Jay George now in eliminating his rival. Papi Chulo in a world of hurt once again, coming very close. His feet nearly hit the floor there, but the referee's watching intently and very closely. But Diego somehow finding a way to fire back there. Elbow to Jay George. He is back in this thing and out of trouble for the time being. Oh, goodness. Cam getting a chop in on Scott Reed. And Miguel sliding back out of the ring. You see it there. And let me tell you, All the respect for starting at number 1, but you can't claim it's a valiant victory if he can make it to the end of this thing. But so desperate is he to challenge for that heavyweight championship, he will do it by any means necessary. As we get entrant number 19 here. Another WWE ID prospect. You've probably seen him on Evolve, on Tubi, Brad Baylor. And what a great drawing for this young man who is looking to become a global superstar. And Miguel making another friend here in Brad Baylor. And it looks like they're going to try to take care of Jay George, who Miguel was just teaming up with. As I said, any means necessary. But Jay George hanging on. You hear the crowd antagonizing Baylor, but he has none of it. Baylor very focused right now on taking care of business. The world is talking about these WWE ID prospects, and Baylor's name definitely comes to the top of that list when it comes to buzz, and he wants to capitalize on it, and he wants more people talking about him with that WFA Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Diego now picking a shot at Brad Baylor in the corners. We see Scott Reed and Brandon Locke going at it in the corner here. The newcomer Bailey Page there trying to get in the middle of it, but eating nothing but clubbing forearms from the it factor himself, Scott Reed. We're going to get our final entrant here, ladies and gentlemen, number 20. Jeremy Lacroix, the last of his kind. We've seen him in the past here on WFA Reborn, an old school, down and dirty pro wrestler. What's he got planned here? Trying to rally the troops, so to speak. Drawing a line in the sand here. Look at the numbers. Lacroix trying to rally Jay George, Brandon Locke, Brad Baylor, Miguel Rios. It looks like a 5-on-4. And it looks like it's worked. It seems to have everyone working together here on the master plan. See Brandon Locke trying to eliminate Scott Reed, but Scott Reed sending Brandon Locke over. Oh my goodness! You know how well that's gonna fare in the mind of Brandon Locke. He's gonna be beside himself. This has just escalated things to another level. Scott Reed has personally cost Brandon Locke another shot at the WFA Heavyweight Championship.
You get a shot of that? You get a shot of that right there.
Jay George worried about the camera a little too much here, and it cost him everything. Jay George is eliminated.
No, that wasn't right. That wasn't right. Go back in. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Take two.
Let's go. Take two. Well, officially, Jay George has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. He is entering back in the ring. And oh, it looks like take two didn't go so well either. Okay, come on. This is getting ridiculous.
I'm going back in. Nobody's going to stop me. I'm getting back in there.
Well, the third act is always most important. I don't think officials are going to allow this if Jay George gets back in there. The referees are trying to stop him as the action continues here. Lacroix is up on the ropes. I can't believe it. Jay George desperately trying to get back in there, but the referee's having none of it. He's been eliminated twice now as Brad Baylor measures Scott Reed in the center of the ring here. Turnaround it factor. Oh! Shot to the throat from Brad Baylor. Jay George finally getting escorted out of the ring here. And who is going to walk away? No more participants entering the ring. Oh my goodness! Brandon Locke just leveled Scott Reed with a steel chair after being eliminated by him. I don't know what's gonna be done to be resolve all the situation here between the two, and Brad Baylor picking up roadkill essentially of Scott Reed and eliminating him. We just got another elimination there. Newcomer Bailey Page, Jeremy Lacroix eliminated as well here as the talent begins to thin out. Let me tell you, that Scott Reed and Brandon Locke situation is going to need to be resolved some way, somehow. It is just getting worse. It needs to get addressed, and I hope it does sooner than later, because I can't imagine how much crazier that's going to get. And it looks like we're down to our final four here, ladies and gentlemen. Or make that three. Brad Baylor, Miguel Rios, Diego Alvarez. All men who have yet to taste WFA gold. All men looking to be the top man here in the WFA. And it looks like Diego has the odds stacked against him. Everybody cheering, Papi Chulo. But you got the WWE ID prospect in Brad Baylor. You've got Miguel Rios, who's in from number one, who has a bone to pick with Diego, and things are not looking good. Hard body slam there in the center of the ring. And Brad Baylor having a late number. Odds-on favorite right now at this point to win the thing. And Miguel laying waste to what's left of Alvarez. And it looks like nothing left to do but throw the man over the top here. But Brad dishing out a little bit more punishment as they begin to talk and form strategy here of how they're going to eliminate the man. But oh, there we go, Chartbuster, courtesy of Diego Alvarez. He's got Miguel up on the ropes. Maybe this is his shot here as he has him separated. But oh, wait a minute there. Brad Baylor just accidentally eliminated Miguel Rios. And now it's one-on-one. It's going to be Diego Alvarez, or it's going to be Brad Baylor. Who's going to walk away with the title shot? Who's going to walk away the winner of this 20-person, over the top Yankee swap? And oh, here we go, exchanging rights. Both men back and forth. Diego getting some peppered shots in there. And oh, all it took was a knee there from Baylor to level the playing field. And it looks like Diego here starting to get in trouble. He's been in here a little longer than Baylor, but finding a way there to get a shot in to loosen the grip of Baylor. Forearm to the jaw. Diego looking, no, Baylor. Oh, I thought he was going over right there. No! Great spine buster there. Again, the eyes of the world are on this man, Brad Baylor. As he looks to measure Diego. Wait a minute, up and over. Diego. Oh. Baylor finding an opening here. Oh, shot to the, no, kick from Diego. Baylor still on that apron, in a ton of trouble here. And oh, wait a minute, textbook neck breaker, that's it! That's it! Papi Chulo has done it, he is the man! Tonight, he will challenge Mosh Pit for the WFA Heavyweight Championship. What a victory! What a victory! The crowd is beside themselves. This is the shot Diego's been waiting for, and he's gonna get it. And don't forget, folks, next week we have a championship match, the WFA Women's Championship. Latasha against Damian, and of course Keon will be in action as well. What a Yankee swap. What a matchup. What an episode of WFA Reborn. You're here in the crowd. You're going to want to stay tuned to see how Diego fares against the champion. Make sure you subscribe. We'll see y'all next week.